Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. I was just texting Mel and she was telling me what she was doing, and I said, I am bundling up to go outside and vlog. And she said, don't forget your scarf. So I didn't. I have my scarf right here. In honor of Mel, this is a scarf that, well, this is one of the scarves that Mel made me. Anyway, isn't it so pretty? I love it. So hey Mel, everybody say hey to Mel in the comment section below. And I wore a different hat today. This North Face hat, interestingly enough, is not as warm as that gray hat. I just wanted to do something different today. I really wanted to wear my trucker hat, but I was like, it is way too cold. It is really cold in Indianapolis today. Actually, let's do a little time and temperature check before we get started. Okay, so it is currently 4:32 p.m. You can see I'm sitting in this chair, so I'm getting a little early start to the vlog today, but I'll get into that in just a second. And the temperature outside is, it was kind of spitting snow a little bit earlier. The temperature is 22 degrees outside. Oh, it says it feels like 10. 22, chance of snow, 9%. Cold temperatures will result in the risk of frozen pipes tonight. Take steps to protect pipes from freezing. Probably they don't recommend sitting outside and filming YouTube videos. They probably don't recommend that either, but you know, here we are. Okay, oh, today the high is supposed to be 35. Tomorrow the high is supposed to be 22, which is what it is right now. And then Monday 15, Tuesday 23. I think, like, I have a dental appointment one day. I think I have a hair appointment on Monday. I either have a hair appointment this Monday or the next Monday. I think I have a hair appointment Monday, a dental appointment Tuesday, therapy Thursday, Caroline Wednesday. It's going to be a busy week. Which kind of like brings me to my filming schedule today. Okay, so last night I felt very inspired to film today. I felt very, very inspired to film today. First of all, let me bring out all my stuff. Okay, my glasses. I know it's not dark yet, but I'm going to light the candles anyway. So we have the banana palm from Shy Wolf. Maybe, oh, I'm going to trim the wicks. See? Candle turds. Okay, oh, the candle's still working. It's kind of windy. I hope it doesn't go out. Maybe because I'm sitting closer this way, I'll be able to smell this candle. Because I really want to smell the banana palm. Is it staying lit? It is. Okay. Gotta trim this candle. Candle turd. Okay. There we go. So, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And I just made, oh, before I get into my filming schedule and everything, I just made coffee. It's my first cup of coffee for the day. Cafe Bustelo, and I have one equal in here. This is the regular Cafe Bustelo with one equal in here. Somebody left a comment for me yesterday in my vlog, thank you, and they said that Cafe Bustelo actually does make a decaf, but it's ground coffee. So I'm gonna get some of that, so that late at night I can just make a pot of that, and then I can drink the Cafe Bustelo. Thank you for letting me know that. But I wanted to solve the mystery. Where did I put it? I got my gloves here that I'm gonna put on in just a second. Oh my God, I know I brought them out here to solve the, oh! When in doubt, you need 2 pairs of reading glasses, I guess. Okay, so I bought the sugar substitutes out with me, okay, so we could see. Because somebody said that Splenda has a stevia version or vice versa. I don't really know what any of these things are. So this is the equal that I use. This is my favorite. Okay, just the blue equal. It's bad for you. None of these are good for you. But anyway, did that, oh, the banana candle went out already. So this is the one that I bought, and it's Splenda 0-calorie sweetener made with stevia. This is nasty. This is so gross. Okay, don't buy it. It's a good day to make cookies, it says on the back of it. Not with, and then it has a recipe. There's a cookie recipe that you can scan. Should we scan it and see what the cookie recipe is? I'm not real good at the scans. Like when we go to here's me at a restaurant when you have to scan the thing. If you're my age or you wear reading glasses, you'll understand. I'm like this. Where's the menu? Alex always has to help me find it. Okay, we're gonna find out what. See on the back here, there's a cookie recipe. Is there one on the equal packet? No, they know you don't want any cookies made with equal. Okay. Oh, there it is. QR code. Okay. It didn't take me there. How do you do it? It's not opening it up. It usually. Now I just took a picture of it. I so bad want to ask you guys for help. Like, it's queuing in on the QR code, but it's, what do you do? What's the flower mean? No, we don't want the flower. Okay. What is it? What do you do? It's like on the QR code, The yellow thing, but it's not opening anything under. This is crap. Don't buy it. Don't buy the Splenda Stevia. The games don't work. I was thinking maybe I was going to make cookies tonight with that shitty Stevia. Now, you know that's a lie. I was not making no cookies tonight unless they came in a roll. Oh my God, I wish I had some of those cookies. Do you know what? Did I tell you guys this? I'm so tired. First of all, let me just tell you my complaint for the day, okay? I talked about this the other day in one of my review videos, or haul, or whatever. And I know people want to fight me on this. Okay, the best, when it says on food, best used by or expiration date. So I did this whole kind of like funny rant thing, okay? Now listen, if there was a zombie apocalypse and a can of soup said it expired 6 years ago and it was the only can of soup, I don't care if it had mold in it. I would eat it to stay alive. I'm just telling you right now, okay? But today, that's not my life. If it says best used by 12/31, and it's January, what's today, 17th? I'm not using it. I'm just not. I'm not using the food. Okay, that's gross. And most of the time, it has mold and stuff on it. Well, I did this whole thing about it the other day, but I was talking about the expiration date. And people were like, well, and I know people are just trying to be helpful, but people were like, well, there's a difference between an expiration date. Like, if it's an expiration date, then you shouldn't use it past that anymore. And then if it's like, which I know a lot of people use like skincare products and makeup way past the expiration date. You shouldn't. And like I'm an expert or something. But anyway, to be honest with you, until I got the comments, I didn't really think about the difference between best used by and expiration date. I kind of thought those were interchangeable a little bit. I know I'm not that smart with stuff like that, but to me they still are. I'm just telling you right now, whatever the date is on the box, I'm not using it past that. I'm just not. And I'll tell you why. I don't know if it said expired or Best Buy, but a couple times from Trader Joe's, I've gotten stuff like the salads and like the wraps and stuff. And one time it happened with the spicy lentil wraps. I ate it. And I ate it like a week afterwards, and I got so sick. Like, and it didn't look right. Anyway, when I like ate like a little bit of it, I was like, something don't taste right on this. I got real sick, and I looked inside of it. I was like, it don't even look right. So I don't care. We're not gonna have that fight, okay? If y'all want to eat it way after do what makes you happy. I'm not doing it, okay? I don't trust it. I don't trust it, and I'm not doing it, okay? So that's just where we stand with Peter Monn on the expiration dates. We don't need to educate me anymore on it. I fully understand that it's just a suggestion if it says best if used by, okay? I fully understand it, but I'm not risking it, okay? I'm taking the suggestion that it is best if used by then, and afterwards you may get the runs, and I don't want the runs, so I'm not going to be eating it after that. If you want to, I think that's fantastic for you. I hope you don't get the runs, and I hope it tastes fresh, okay? I'm not doing that. Why am I all of a sudden thinking about my mom? My mom used to go to this day-old bread place. She loved this day-old bread place. Where was it? I feel like it was like, do you remember that Entenmann's? They made those fantastic, like, breakfast, like, they had, like, a cranberry or, like, a raspberry, like, and lemon rolls and stuff like that. I feel like that was one of them we went to, which was, like, like, you buy it, like, after the best. My mother was the queen of clearance shopping. If she could get a deal for something, she would, okay? What was I saying something about the other day? I thought I had shared this story in here. I said something about a Low Bills on here, and somebody said, I can't believe you're mentioning Low Bills. Is Low Bills still even exist? Okay, Low Bills is like, think of like an Aldi, but like on like major clearance, okay? Like Low Bills is like, I don't even know if they should have the food in the grocery stores. It's so expired, okay? So, I don't remember how old I was. I think I was like in high school maybe, or I feel like I was older than that. I don't know, but there used to be this Low Bills. I didn't even know it existed there, okay? There used to be this Low Bills like up the street, probably like 15 minutes from us. Well, there also used to be the thrift store that all my friends and I went to in high school. It was like the main one that we went to. What was it called? Value Village, it was called. It was at, like, if you live in Indianapolis, it was, like, at 52nd, and they changed it to Value World, like, 10 years ago, and then it closed down because there was a stabbing there. No, true story, there was. And they changed it to Value World. But when we went, it was called Value Village. There was one in Fountain Square, too. The one in Fountain Square was much better. I know every thrift store. Oh, my God, my friend and I, that she works at Patachou, we were talking about it the other day, because when I was in high school, there was this thrift store that we all went to. There was a couple in Indianapolis. Well, that one was kind of like, you know how Goodwill is kind of like nice? If you can do thrift store shopping, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, Goodwill is like a nice thrift store. Like, they keep everything like real clean and stuff like that. And then like Value Village was like they didn't wash anything. Like, it was like 10 cents a t-shirt and stuff like that. We lived. It was like, we loved how cheap it was. I made a lot of clothes from stuff that I got there. I don't have any socks on. I have these Ugg boots and these sweatpants, and it's like the wind is getting in my boots. It's starting to really get kind of windy out here. Anyway, I also have my Patagonia coat on. I am like, look at this, and a t-shirt underneath. I am like really like bundled up. Okay, and actually, it's cold, but it doesn't feel like, it says 9 degrees. I wouldn't say it feels like 9 degrees cold out there. Don't worry about me. But anyway, I didn't know I was going to be talking about thrift stores today. I love talking about thrift stores. I don't really have a lot of friends today that like to thrift. I need a friend that likes to thrift, because that is like such a fun day to like and if you do it on the weekend, it's hell. But if you do it during the week, like on a Wednesday, to like get up and go thrifting and get coffee, and then like, Caroline wouldn't want to do this. I mean, she would. Caroline likes to go to like what was I gonna say? Furniture thrift store kind of places, like Midland here in Indianapolis and stuff like that. She likes to go to like where you can buy like trinkets and furniture and stuff like that. She doesn't like to do like the clothes thrift store stuff. None of my friends do anymore. So anyway, but back in the day, there were tons of thrift stores. It was kind of like, it was the Pretty in Pink era. It was all that kind of stuff, right? And so I could not remember the name of the thrift store that was in Broad Ripple that my friends and I used to go to. And I can remember, it's right down where Jazz Kitchen is. So when I was, so when I was in high school and college, I ran into my dad and my stepmom at this bar one night. My stepmom loved this bar. It was called Kilimanjaro's, and it was an all reggae bar. And you would go in there, and it was packed. Like, you couldn't even get in there. The only beer they served was Red Stripe. I was in there at like 1 o'clock in the morning with my friends one time. I think this was before I got sober. This was when my stepmom was in art school. So she and my dad like went out to dinner with like some of her friends from art school. My stepmom has several degrees, and one of them is like she has her bachelor's and her master's in art. And so they were out there dancing. My dad's a dancer. My dad loves to dance. Like, a couple times, like, when we would go on vacation and stuff with my exes, my dad wouldn't want to go dance, and so he'd be like, you take her out dancing and stuff like that. But, like, my dad, he likes to dance. My dad's a dancer. It was funny because I can remember, like, my mom would say, my mom wasn't, like, always bitter. Like, my mom would speak fondly of my dad, and my dad would speak fondly of my mom, too. Like, they weren't always bitter about, like, each other. Like, I can remember, like, when my parents got divorced, or when they were going through their separation, and my dad was, like, dating a lot at that time. And I can remember one of the things that my mom said was, like, women like your dad because, number one, he's good looking, and number two, because he's a lot of fun, because he's one of the only men that will get out on the dance floor and dance. My dad loves to dance. Like, he loves music, he loves to dance. So anyway, I ran into this. Well, Kilimanjaro's was down there. It's closed. I think it is now the Jazz Kitchen, although I feel like the Jazz Kitchen was there now. Maybe I'm thinking of a different street corner. But anyway, on the corner down there, it's like this, it's this old building, okay? And it's one story, and it's like one city block this way, one city block that way. And Kilimanjaro sat on the corner. On the right down there was this store, and it was called Modern Times. I could not remember it the other day. And so did I not bring my phone out here? Oh, it's in my pocket. So my friend and I was asking her, I said, do you remember what that store was called? And I said, I remember the woman that owned it. She was real cute. When we were in high school, she was probably like 30, 35. And I said she had real cute blonde hair, and she was like married to some like famous skater that opened like a skate store here in town. And then, but he opened like a skate store on the north side. And then I remembered all this about her because my friends and I would go in there all the time, and it was really cool. She played like all like The Cure, The Smiths. It was all like punk music in there. And when you walked in, there was like this long long glass cabinet, and it had like all the jewelry and stuff in it, like all vintage jewelry. And she was always sitting behind there like talking on the phone. It was like this rotary phone, and there was always loud music playing. And she like say hi to all of us, and we'd stand in there and talk to her forever. We loved her. And she had like prom dresses and tuxes and stuff, like all the vintage stuff, but she had really cool stuff too. She had like leather jackets. Like, I wore a lot of vintage clothes in high school. And so she had really cool stuff. She was really nice. Well, I remembered what her first name was. And so I was telling my friend, because we graduated like the same year but at different high schools, and so we know a lot of the same people. And anyway, and so I said, do you remember what that place was called? She's like, oh my God, I cannot. Everybody went there. You didn't have to just be like punk, and like all the popular kids went to this place too. It was a really cool store. And I remember her kid at the time was probably like 10 or 11. And he had like shaggy blonde hair, and he'd always be like skateboarding in the store. Cause she'd always be like yelling at him. She'd be like, no, you're gonna like run over something. She was real funny. Well, the store closed down, and I never knew what happened to her. I knew that her husband or boyfriend, cause he was like a famous skater, that he moved here for her or something. He opened like this famous skate store, which I know because Fufu, my brother-in-law, is a big skater. And so when he was in high school, he used to go to the store. Well, when they got married like 2 years ago, Fufu used to go to the store and hang out. There's like 2 of them here in Indianapolis. And I knew that he did, because I was like, I think this girl that I used to know, her boyfriend or husband owns it and stuff. And he knew the guy. And so at Fufu and Jesse's wedding, there was like 2 guys that work in there that Fufu is friends with. And I was talking to them about this too. So anyway, but I could not remember the name of this woman. So anyway, I was telling my friend in Patashu, and she texted her friend, and her friend like shot her back and was like, this is her name, this is where she is, this is where she's living today. She's like 70, and she owns this really cool business. I was like, she has always been cool. Like, do you ever know people that have just always been cool? I'm so attracted to those like really like individualistic artistic types. Like, I just love them. They're just like always cool. You know what I mean? She's always been cool. And you know the other thing about it is, never like standoffish, like really friendly too. Like, I can remember when we would come in there, and she'd always be like, hey, how are you guys doing? She remembered our names and everything. But when I was in high school, there were a couple different thrift stores. There was Modern Times, that was the one I was just talking about. And it was very cool. It was eclectic. Like, they had all kinds of jeans and t-shirts, vintage concert t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. Then there was the Red Rose. And the guy that owned the Red Rose was like, kind of spooky weird. And he was like, I don't know if he's even still around anymore, but he was never friendly. And he was real tall, and he always wore like a suit, and he was like very quiet, and I don't know, he was just bizarre. Anyway, but he had like some of the best suits and prom dresses. But he had like the Red Rose was like everything just from like the 40s and 50s. And it was pricey too. Like, we could really never afford anything in there. It was real small. And then there was like a lot, like we would go to Goodwill, but mostly we went to Value Village, because there was one in Fountain Square, it was huge. And then there was one in, I mean, this was like the early days of like people really getting into thrifting and stuff like that. I think I went for my first time like in 9th or 10th grade. And then not that people weren't thrifting before that. I'm just saying this was the era of turning thrifts, like going to buy an old flannel shirt and wearing it and stuff like that. And it was kind of like the beginning of the grunge era and all that stuff, and the punk era. A lot of people were wearing thrift stuff. I mean, it didn't start here. I think it started like, listen, I mean, I know thrift stores have been around forever. When I say that, people will be like, oh my God, Peter's going to think he invented thrifting. No, I 100% am fully aware I didn't, okay? But anyway, but that was like when a lot of people were doing it. I can remember going to school in thrift clothes, because I wore a lot of sport coats with vintage t-shirts and jeans. Like, that's a lot of what I wore, like Doc Martens. Definitely like my junior and senior year. And people would say stuff to me like, you're wearing thrift store clothes. Like, if you remember in Pretty in Pink, they say to her something about like, where did you get that outfit at the Five and Dime store? Like, it's kind of was like that attitude. But anyway, we always thought we were trying to find like the coolest stuff. Like, I can remember like going in there and finding like just really cool stuff. But anyway, but Value Village is where we went the most, because it was the cheapest. Like, the other places were kind of expensive. Where else did we go? Well, now my favorite place, and I haven't been in there forever, is Broad Ripple Vintage. Oh my God, and I've known her forever. She started actually in Fountain Square, and it was in the back of the store. And then she moved to Broad Ripple Avenue, and she was on the ground floor. And now she has her own store. If you live in Indianapolis and you like thrifting, go to Broad Ripple Vintage. It's fantastic. It's where I get all my Western shirts. I haven't been in there, like, honestly, and for a really long time, because I just like had bought so many shirts, and then I gained a lot of weight, and so if I went in there and I tried something on, like, nothing would really fit. I want to go in there again. Her stuff is pretty well priced. Like, a Western shirt, like a Wrangler Western shirt with pearl buttons, is probably $10 to $12. She's got really cool stuff in there. She used to own a store next door. She bought the house, so it's an old house. She bought a house next door, and it was called Stranger Days. Oh, so when you go into Broad Ripple Vintage, like, always, the woman that owns it, she's like a little bit older than me. I've known her since I was in my 20s, and she opened the store. She's super cool. When I go in there, she's like, oh my God! She's so hilarious. And she is like, lives like the music thrifting world. Like, she loves it. Well, she bought the house next door. She and her husband bought the house next door, and they turned it into, oh, so this is the thing. When you go into Broad Ripple Vintage, she always plays The Doors live. It's like the LA album. That's the only album she plays in there. Like, and if she comes in and somebody else is working and they don't have it played, she like goes berserk. It's like her thing. She plays it. It's like, if you go in there, it's The Doors always. So anyway, so next door, she opened this house. She bought this house, and she called it Stranger Days. And it wasn't open for very long. It was actually really, really cool. She had like all old furniture in there, vintage furniture, vintage tables. Like Caroline would have loved this. And little trinkets and little Limoges and things like that. And, you know, things for your wall paintings and things like that. But they were all like thrifted and like that she had bought at like, she goes to a lot of like thrifting like conventions and stuff like that. I can remember she had like, because one of my friends, this old friend of mine, my friend that lives in Denver now, the artist, he used to collect vintage Playboys, and she had like stacks of them, and he bought them one day, and he was like, how much do you, he knew her really well, and he was like, how much do you want for them? And she was like, just take them, I can't even get rid of those. So anyway, oh my God, my thrifting days. But anyway, it was so funny because my friend and I, she was like, oh my God, I remember that woman too, we used to go in there all the time, and I was like, she was so cool. Anyway, it's funny the people that I kind of like looked up to when I was like younger and who I've become today, you know? Like, I know this is going to sound, I think this is really about self-worth and value. I know this is going to sound so cheesy when I say this, but honestly, like, who I am today, like who I am and like, I don't know, I'm probably a cooler version of myself today than I ever thought I'd be, or that I really think that I am. Like, I really kind of think a lot of times I'm kind of like out of touch, not very cool, like, you know what I mean? But I'm probably like on the outside looking in. I don't know. You know, I mean, I think people probably think, oh, he has a pretty cool life and whatever. I don't know, like on the like I look back on that, like, this is like in the moment, I look back on that, like me and my friends like thrift storing, and like, yeah, I was bullied in high school, but like we had so much fun, and like the music we listened to, and like I'm really like some of those moments were when I was like truly just like completely 100% like that was where I was in my authentic self. And most of it was because I was around people that allowed me to be that allowed me to be so authentic. And I feel like I'm getting back there. Like I feel like it's been a long journey, you know, and I feel like I'm now probably like 80% there. But I think having people around you that you feel safe with is part of feeling like you can truly be yourself, you know? And, I don't know. I think, you know, like, I think, like, to myself, like, my life looks probably, like, so, I've said, like 9 times, so boring and simple and whatever, and it is. I have a feeling, like, on the outside, some people probably think, he has a pretty cool life, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. Maybe my life is, like, Caroline always said, she's like, my friends always think you have such a cool life. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, like, you do YouTube videos, and you and Alex travel, and they always think that, like, you're always introducing them to fun books and movies, and this lighter, isn't it? But anyway, I don't know. What makes a cool person? I think people that are friendly are cool. Like, I can talk to somebody about anything as long as they're friendly. Like, Caroline has this one friend, and I just love her anytime I see her. And I wouldn't even say, like, we're very similar or anything like that. Like, she loves to cook. She's always talking about cooking and gardening and stuff like that. We're, like, our interests are very different. But, like, every time I see her, she's just like, oh, my God, Pierre, it's so good to see you. We sit next to each other, and we always, like, talk for, like, an hour when I see her. I just love talking to her. She could talk about anything, and I would just listen to it, you know? So, anyway, okay, so this is the reason for the earlier vlog today. So last night, I got real motivated. Here's the deal. Last night did not turn out the way that I wanted it to be at all. I thought I was just going to watch endless shows and all this kind of stuff. I'll get to that in a second. My night was, I had a good night, but it just wasn't that. Alex went to bed very early last night. He got up very early, texted me very early this morning. I was like, I'm not up yet. I got up to go to the bathroom, and like I saw that he had I saw it was lit up, and I usually never do this, and I grabbed, because I was like, I hope he's okay. So I grabbed the phone, and it was Alex, and I like just texted him back really quick. I said, I'm going back to sleep, and I said, I'll text you when I get up. And so anyway, yeah, they're morning people. Today, they're watching the IU game. Is that today or something like that? I don't know. Anyways, it's the World Championship. Is it the World Championship? And it's in Florida. Is it today? Like, what time does it start? I guess I should know that, shouldn't I? Because it'll be a big deal if IU wins. Our new neighbors are IU fans, which is a good thing. They have an IU fan. They have an IU flag out in front of their house. They like moved in, and like one of the first things they did was put that IU fan out there. World Championship of football. I know it's not that, okay? Is it the Peach Bowl? It's the Peach Bowl, right? Is it called the Peach Bowl? Oregon, Indiana. Oh, did it already happen? It says final. Oh, did it happen? No, what's football? That was the last game. Okay. College football championship. Here it is. NCAA final. Oh, it's Monday, January 19th. Oh, it's in Miami because they play Miami. Okay. That's why all of our friends in Florida are like, who's coming down here for the World Championship? Not me. I didn't even know. Is it a World... The World Championship of Vlogging. I can tell you what I won't be doing on Monday. I won't be watching the World Championship because I didn't even my mother, if she was here right now, this is what she would do. She'd go, Peter, it's serious. This is not, she would start laughing. She'd go, no, Peter, it is serious. My mom took college sports so seriously. And she'd say, it's the NCAA, Peter. No, we're not laughing about this. My mom loved college basketball and college football, okay? Oh my God, did I tell you this story about Caroline? I think I told you guys, but I have to tell you. Okay, so Caroline and I were talking. Caroline was very popular in high school. But Caroline had like 3 girlfriends. And like one of them, like she's still friends with them today. Imagine that. Okay, I mean, but like they only see each other like once a month or something like that for a ladies' lunch. Anyway. Caroline, let you guess which one Caroline was. She was the wild one, okay, that smoked weed and partied. Okay, that was the one that she was. But they all kind of were like that. But anyway, Caroline and I were driving around one day. I think I told this story on here. If I didn't tell it on here, I told it on some video. And Caroline was talking about, I did this kind of thing, or I can't remember how we were talking about it. Why is this scarf not wanting to stay around my neck? Come on now. So anyway, we were talking about like cheerleading or something. And I said something about, did you ever... Like, I can't remember how the conversation went. I'll have to have her tell it on video because it is so funny because she gets so serious about it. We had never had this conversation before. And I said, why didn't you ever want to be a cheerleader? And she was like, I did want to be a cheerleader. And I was like, you did? And she's, oh, we were talking about, so Caroline did this thing like in junior, like her junior year, they had this like, we all went to it and they did this dance thing. It was like the Charleston and whatever. And I was joking with her about she couldn't dance then and she can't dance now, right? And I said, oh, is that why you were never like a cheerleader or something? And I said, did you ever want to be a cheerleader? And she was like, yeah, I wanted to be a cheerleader. And I said, well, what happened? And she was like, me and all my friends tried out like in 7th grade. She's like, I can still remember the cheer that I had to do because I like memorized it. She's like, my mom had, which this is so my Aunt Kathy, okay? She's like, my mom like had me in the backyard because she goes, I think my mom wanted me to be a cheerleader more than I wanted to be a cheerleader. My aunt was probably thinking like, if she's a cheerleader in high school, then she'll meet this guy, they'll date through college, she'll go to med school, and then she'll be married to a doctor. Like, that's probably how my aunt was thinking. And so Caroline was like, I said, well, what happened? I'd never heard this story before. And Caroline's like, it was devastating. And I go, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I got done with my routine. It so reminded me of like a Lifetime movie. She was like, I didn't make the team. She's like, I could like hardly even get through the routine. It was so hard. 7th grade. 7th grade. She couldn't even make the team in 7th grade. 7th or 8th grade. She goes, I think my mom was more devastated than I was. My mom could have given a shit. I mean, seriously, my mom and dad, they could care less. Caroline always talked about this. Like, our parents were so academic, but neither one of us can remember them ever asking us, like, grades and stuff like that. My mom would be like, do you have homework this weekend? I'd be like, no. She'd be like, okay, we can watch movies all week. So anyway, if you are an only child, you are definitely, like, your job title is to be your parent's best friend. No, like, true story, though, when you're growing up. Especially if you have a single parent like I did. But anyway, so I told Caroline, I said, oh my God, you know what we should do? We should get you a cheerleading outfit, and we could, like, do a routine together and stuff like that. Okay. And I said that we could have you do it and we could film it and then we could like name it. Like, she's like, no, that's not even funny. She got like real upset about it and then she started laughing because she thought it was funny. I can't remember. I told that story on here, didn't I? Anyway, so here's the deal. I don't know if I should like, okay, so last night, we need to start with last night first. Okay, so last night after I got everything done, remember my plan was to like change the bedding and do all that kind of stuff. So after I just kind of sat around and then the vlog was rendered. It took forever to upload my vlog last night. So the vlog, this scarf. Come on now, Mel, make longer scarves. Just turn it around like that. But now it's got a bump in it. Do I tuck it? I'm gonna just tuck it. That's what I'm gonna do. I know somebody's probably already commented that already. Why don't you just tuck it? Oh, that actually kind of feels kind of nice. But then what do we do with her over there? She's kind of like a bang. Do y'all remember Darlene Jolene Joe? Do you remember Darlene Jolene Joe so much though, do you? The camera stopped. That was a message from Darlene Jolene Joe. Okay, back in the day, I always had this one hair that stuck out, and I named her Darlene Jolene Joe. Okay, we're going to get into some comments here in a second, because I really don't have that much that's exciting to talk about. Should I tuck that in too now? Anyway, so last night, I did bring another battery, because it's so cold, I thought the battery might die. Anyway, so last night when I got done vlogging, I went inside and all that kind of stuff, and I rendered it. My plan was to, like, I was going to change the linens on the bed, and I was going to do all this kind of stuff. Okay, so I went on my walk. It was an okay walk. It wasn't super long. It was okay. I bought all these treats and snacks yesterday, and then I just really wasn't in the mood for them at all. I, like, reviewed these little Debbie cakes, and I ate, like, one out of the, they're, like, real small, and that was, like, my one snack that I had last night. I just really wasn't in the mood. But anyway, I got back from my walk. My vlog was taking forever last night, and I also had other videos to put up once I got done. Well, after my walk and everything, it was like 9 o'clock. Nikki and I were supposed to watch Love After Lockup. So she was like, text me when you want to watch Love After Lockup. I really wanted to take a nap. I had to take a shower and then I'd take a nap. I hadn't changed the bedding or anything like that. So I'm walking around and whatever, and I'm like, I put my AirPods in to finish this. I listened to music last night while I walked, so I didn't finish the James Patterson book. I gotta finish a stupid book. I actually bought books last night on my Audible, and I haven't even finished that stupid book yet. So Nikki and I were talking all about books, so I was like, I'm gonna buy these books. So I had 2 credits yet left, and I used both my credits. So I did all my dusting last night. I got all my dusting done last night. Very proud of that. I wanted all the dusting downstairs done. And I cleaned the whole kitchen up, and so it was like very enjoyable. Trimmed the wicks on the candles so I could really enjoy it last night. All kind of stuff. Did not have a fire in the fireplace last night. Here's the other thing, okay, is that Alex is going out of town all next weekend. So I have next weekend as well to, like, have a bachelor weekend. It's kind of 2 bachelor weekends in a row, which I'm kind of excited about. By the end of this week, with everything that I have going on, he doesn't leave, though, I don't think. Maybe he leaves Thursday. I don't remember what day he leaves. But anyway, this is the Fort Lauderdale, the bachelorette party. It'll be a wild time, I'm sure. It'll be a wild time for me as I'm sitting here. I think we are supposed to have a snowstorm next weekend. Did this get untucked? Okay, we're going to just tuck it in there. Hold on a second. So anyway, I finally got all the dusting done. I got all the dusting done. And then I took a shower, and when I got out of the shower, I texted Nikki, and I said, just, if you want to watch Love After Lockup, don't wait for me tonight. Because I said, I wanted to take a nap. I don't know when I'm going to get up, blah, blah, blah. To be honest with you, I was kind of frustrated with myself. Because I'd kind of made the decision. I was like, I'm just going to leave the bedding on for one more night. That way, when Alex comes home on Sunday, he's going to come home early tomorrow. It'll be all new bedding. It'll be really nice. I can have all the fresh pillows on there. But I brought all the bedding stuff up and put it in the bedroom last night. I just was like, I'll just use the bedding that's on here one last night. I watched like half an episode of Unlocked while I ate. I didn't really get like anything done that I wanted. I wanted to like lay on the bed and like watch shows with the dogs. I didn't really do a whole lot of that. I spent time with the dogs, but I didn't like read a lot up till a certain point last night. Okay. So she was like, well, it's not even out yet. I guess apparently AMC it wasn't out yet, but you could watch it like on WE or cable or whatever. And I record it every week. But Nikki doesn't, and so she was like, if you want to just wait till tomorrow. So I was like, that's totally fine, let's just wait till tomorrow. So last night, took my nap, got up. I actually didn't sleep too late on my nap last night, and I got up. And I talked to Tanya, and then Nikki and I talked on the phone for like an hour. Because I sat inside. And so we were just like sitting there, and I was like cleaning stuff up. I kept on cleaning stuff up, and I was organizing stuff because I wanted to do the drawers today. I think I'm going to wait and do the drawers this week, or maybe throughout the week. I don't want to do like any cleaning and stuff next week. I mean, I'm sure I will. I do cleaning every single day. But next week, and I just want to kind of like sit and enjoy it and film videos. So anyway, last night I finished Runaway. I thought the ending was kind of confusing, in all honesty. It kind of worked up and worked up and worked up. My hands are getting so cold. Oh, the battery just went to the halfway mark already. It kind of worked up and worked up to this climax, and then it kind of ended. I thought it was good. I loved Runaway. I would recommend it. I think it's probably one of the best Harlan Coben shows I've ever seen. I don't know that the ending made a lot of sense. I mean, it did, but like, and I understood why people did what they did and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it just was confusing at the end. The show, and I'm sure the book, tried to achieve a lot. I mean, it was a lot about, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ruin it for anybody. There was just a lot to it. So when I finished that, I think I had 3 episodes left. So at that point, I was like, okay, what am I gonna, to be honest with you, I was getting tired, but I was like, I want to stay up late. Like, Alex is gone, it's bachelor weekend. The dogs literally, like, I took them out twice, and then after the second time I took them out, they took them out backyard so they could run around. They came inside, and they completely crashed out. I think, like, the grooms just got them so tired. So they were just, like, out. Well, at some point throughout the night, I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna film all these videos during the day. I was gonna do this drama video. I was actually gonna do a Sister Wives video today. Sister Wives, and people keep on asking me to do Housewives videos. So I was like, I'm going to take some of the Housewives over my drama channel. We'll see how it goes. So I was going to do a Sister Wives Housewife video over there. I ended up changing my mind late last night because people were sending me all this stuff about my drama video from yesterday to do with Jeffree Star. So I was like, I'm going to change that. So I was going to do a drama video. I was going to do a Peterisms video. I had my book laid out. So my book for the band book club came yesterday. So I was going to do that video. The only video I wasn't going to do was on my movie channel because I didn't watch a movie last night. I was going to review Runaway, and I haven't watched 1,000 Pound Sisters yet, so I'm going to probably watch it tonight and either do it tomorrow or Tuesday, and then I'll be back on schedule. I keep on saying that, but anyway. People keep on asking me, I thought you said that you're, I did say that, and I'm not. You know, like, shit happens. I don't know what to say. You know, it's a TV show. I'll get to it when I get to it, you know? So anyway, I made this whole list, and I felt very excited and inspired to film all day today. And so I got up today and was texting Alex, took the dog. The dogs were very sleepy last night, and I got kind of tired too. Like about 3:30, I got kind of tired. And so I was like looking for different shows. I was going to start, because I finished Runaway. I think I watched, I have one episode of Unlocked left. Yeah, I watched the last half of Unlocked, the 7th episode. And then I was like looking for a new show to watch. I was looking through my list of all my shows. Oh, Nikki and I were going to watch the Andrea Yates documentary on HBO Max. Nikki started watching it. She's like, I can't really get into it. I don't know. I might try it tonight. There's a bunch of old true crime documentaries that I've been taking screenshots of that I want to watch that I haven't watched, so we'll see. But anyway, so I was looking for different shows. There's a lot of Apple shows that are on my list that I haven't watched. And one of them is called The Last Frontier. And I don't know anything about it. I watched like the first half an hour of it, and that's as far into it as I am. It looks really good though. It's 10 episodes. They're all out. And it's about this transport plane that is transporting prisoners to like a new jail. And one of them is like really hardcore. Like they have like a face mask on him covering his face and his neck and face and hands are all locked up. And they're transporting men and women, and the plane goes down in like the Alaskan outback. So all these, like, half of them die and the rest of them are just like loose out in the Alaskan outback. And so then it flashes to this like sheriff of this small town police department in Alaska. And he doesn't know yet that this has happened. And he's talking to his wife, and they're talking about buying this cabin to turn it into a B&B, and this has been like her dream. And then it's like that he's going to be the one like finding these guys. I actually really liked it. I think for like a show, like I like to watch shows like if they're winter shows, I like in the cold, I like to watch them in the winter. So I think I'm going to watch that tonight. So anyway, I started watching that, and I started getting really tired. I was like, I'm going to put the dogs were already asleep. I was like, I'm going to put them in their house. Walter starts getting a little whiny. Like, he gets up, and then he'll whine a little bit, and then he sits back down next to me, and I can tell he wants to be in his house. But Otis will go down there by himself. Walter won't. I don't know why. So I put them in their house last night, and I went upstairs, and I read. I read for, like, I don't know, like an hour, and then I got, like, started getting really tired, so I went to sleep. I'm thinking in my head, there was a new book that I wanted to download that I took a screenshot of last night. I gotta remember to do that on my Kindle. The only thing is, I kind of really miss, like, all my physical copy books are lined up there. Since I've been reading on my Kindle so much, it's just so much easier that the physical copy books I've kind of steered away from. Tonight I'd like to read a chapter in each of the physical copy books. That'll get me back into it. I also have to order the Valentine's Day Countdown book. I think it's by Jennifer Armentrout. It's somebody like YA famous like that. And she put together like an anthology about, it's starting to get really cold. It's like the wind is picking up. But I don't want to like make this a really short vlog. But anyway, Nikki and I are going to read that together. I'll announce it on my BookTube channel. So today I got up, and when I got up, I was like in a great mood. I was like rested, and I was like, I'm going to film all these videos today. And it was early still too, like when I got up. And so I was like, I'm going to film all these videos, and I'm going to like get all this stuff done and whatever. And then I went downstairs and I started laundry, and I had folded all the towels. So I put all the towels back in the bathroom. And then I have because I do so much wash, and because the closet now is completely like how I want it to be, I have very little clothes like laundry to do. And neither does Alex. Like, what I have in there is like what I've worn in the last 3 days. So I was like trying to figure out my laundry, and then I was like, okay, I wanted to film the videos and then change the linen. So I filmed the drama video, and I got done with the drama video, and I had I almost said what the book was. I had the band book next to me to film, and then I was going to do the Runaway book. Well, okay, so I was doing laundry. I was taking the dogs out. Laura and I talked for a long time today. What else was I doing? I was doing all kinds of stuff. Well, before I knew it, I started filming at like 3 o'clock. When I got done filming my drama video, I didn't even realize that it was, I mean, like I knew it was 3 o'clock, but I didn't really like connect. Because I was like, well, Alex isn't going to be home, so what does it matter kind of thing. So I got done with filming my drama video, and I started uploading it. And that's when I like started putting the towels away and stuff. And I was like, I looked at the clock and it was like 10 after 4. And I like I was getting ready to film the video because I wanted to film the booktube video. At that point I was like, okay, I'm gonna just film the booktube video and like a TV video. I wanted to do the bark box with the dogs and stuff like that and show their new grooms, which I posted pictures last night, and a lot of you commented on that, so thank you. But then I was like, I looked at the clock and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna do this all day because I want to just spend the day with the dogs. I want to read. I want to watch TV shows. I'm going to film for an hour filming my vlog and stuff like that anyway. So I was like, you know what? I did like a 38-minute drama video. I'm like, I'm going to stop. It can stop till Monday. I might film tomorrow, depending on like if they end up going to do brunch, because I told him, I said, if they want to do brunch on the way home or something, I said, babe, we can skip brunch tomorrow. That's totally fine. He was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. Because he's like, I'll be home in time for brunch. So we'll probably end up doing brunch. I think they're kind of probably, he said to me today, he goes, he gave me the date. It's like in October. He goes, we're doing another couples cabin trip. And he gave me the dates. I said, oh, October? I said, let me put that in my calendar right now. So anyway, but like, unless tomorrow he comes home late, I might film tomorrow. We'll see. If not, then I'm going to wait till Monday and I mean, it can wait. The other thing is next weekend, he's going to be gone the whole weekend. So I can film next weekend. I don't think I'll film all next weekend, but I might, like, one day I might film and the next day I might not. I have the whole weekend to do that, you know? Tonight I'd like to have a fire in the fireplace. Like, I want to take my nap early. Like, so when I get done with this, my plan is to go walk, and then I'll be done with my walk early, come back, take a shower, eat dinner, you know, get the dogs all settled, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll take a nap together. And then when I get done with my nap, then I would like to make a fire tonight. Like, that's my plan, and like watch a bunch of shows, because I think that would be fun. So that's my plan for tonight, to have a really cozy evening. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to spend the whole day, because here's the thing. It's not about like this. It takes me really no time to sit and like film a video. I mean, it takes as long, my videos like take as long as the videos are. So, because I just cut the beginning and the end of it off. And with the vlog, I don't even do that. So like if my video is 38 minutes, let's say in 10 seconds, it's probably really 38 minutes and 14 seconds. And I cut off 2 seconds at the beginning and 2 seconds at the end where I'm just like sitting like, hey, you guys. You know, but not on my vlog, I just reach over and start it. So, but the problem is, then I have to wait for it to render, and none of this is hard, okay? I mean, like, it's a blessed life, but so I'm going back and forth between whatever I'm doing and uploading the videos. So, like, with my vlog, the reason why I like to vlog I like to vlog uploading while I'm walking is because by the time I get back from walking, and then I like eat and take a shower, it's usually done. Like last night, for some reason, it was taking forever for me to upload the vlog. I don't know why. So then if I have like 5 videos, like my drama video is uploading right now, so when I get done, I gotta make the thumbnail, blah, blah, blah. All of that, I mean, it's a lot of time just spent at the computer, which I don't mind, like it's whatever, but like I just wanted like a day to spend with the dogs and stuff. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna, so after that, I like took all the bedding off and I changed the bedding back to the gray bedding, put new sheets on, all the pillows are on there, and so the bedding's on there. I think I'm gonna try to like, we have so much bedding in the basement. Like, we have plaid bedding now, and they're not just red plaid, but like blue and green. I think like every week I'm gonna try to like change some of it out and see what I like. Maybe not every week, but maybe like every other week. But anyway, so the bedding's changed, the towels are put away, the bedroom is cleaned out. I wanted to do all my drawers in the bathroom, well, my drawer in the bathroom. I didn't do that. I might do that later while I'm watching. Maybe if I'm watching a movie or something, I'll do the drawers or listen to my audiobook. Yeah, like I made a list of things that I wanted to get done this weekend. But they could carry over for next weekend too. Hold on a second. This weekend. Change bedding. Fold laundry. Fold towels. Put towels away. Dust downstairs. Film videos. Got all that done. Watch 3 movies. That has not happened. I mean, watch 1. Clean drawers. Okay. Dust bedroom. Did that. Clean bathroom. Well, I mean the drawers, but I haven't done that yet. Watch Andrea Yates on HBO. Haven't done that. But I got a lot of stuff done, so I just want to relax today and kind of enjoy the rest of the day. So that's my day. I'm excited about it. It'll be fun. And then Nikki and I are going to watch Love After Lockup later. And I'll probably eat some treats then. It's like, who called me? Anyway, my hands are starting to get really, really cold. I feel like I need to, you know what I think I'm going to do? Is I think I'm actually going to go inside really quick and warm up. I'm going to put on my other pair of gloves on top of this and then change the battery, and I will be back to finish the vlog because I want to read some Oh, you know, I won't be able to do that though. I won't be able to read the comments. Well, we'll figure it out. I'm going to go change the battery because the battery's going to probably die here in a second anyway. It went to the halfway mark like 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to go warm up real quick, and then I will be back in 2 and 2. Love you. Okay, I'm back. I was going to like change my hat, my scarf, my coat, and everything, and I was going to do like a costume change. Wouldn't that have been kind of funny? But I thought that there would only be like 2 people that would really appreciate it, and I was like, what's the point? Oh, by the way, in case you care, Otis and Walter at some point must have been running all over the house because literally every toy from downstairs, they have a big bin of toys, but we usually put it up on this little, every toy from the bin is completely out, all scattered across the living room floor, up the stairs, going to the bedroom. Every toy is out. And they're both laying in separate beds, like they are just worn out from the toys. Okay, I also brought out these mittens. These gloves. Okay, let's get into some of these comments, shall we? Let's get into them. Come on. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? It'll make it easier for me. Is I'm just going to do my display brightness. I can't keep I cannot keep my... I'm going to have to like read a comment, unless it's like a short comment, address it, and then... I know that these glasses look stupid with a hat, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't really know what else to do. Okay. Okay, comments. Let's go in here and see. Is Stacy for real the newest comment? No. Okay. Marissa said, I missed 3 vlogs. Lazy! So if you watched my vlog yesterday, if anybody just left an emoji, somebody got back at me. I think it was Laura that said something about something, and she said, lazy. But anyway, anybody that just left an emoji, like here, who did it, just left an emoji. I'm going to call somebody out right now. Like Matt, he left like 18 blue hearts. Lazy! Anybody that just left an emoji. Oh, here, Kitty Crazy said, lazy, and she left like 5 blue hearts with a laughing emoji. Oh my God, I had so much fun. Oh, Stacy put 4 blue hearts, and she put lazy with crying emojis. Stacy said, I read 19 Minutes about 15 years ago, and I still think about it every so often. I feel like I don't think I'm going to pick it for the book club, but I think I might read it or listen to it on Audible, because I've heard so many people say, like, it just, like, has really stuck with them. Okay, Marissa said, I have missed 3 vlogs. Can we all say congratulations to Marissa for getting married this year? Congratulations. Did I already say that in a previous video? Okay. My husband broke his arm pretty bad from falling on ice yesterday. The x-ray is gnarly. Oh my God, 2026 has been wild so far. Well, we're sending lots of love to your husband, Marissa. I hope he feels better really soon. Sherry, hey Sherry! She said, Otis and Walter look so handsome. Aw, thank you so much. Well, for those of you that do not have Instagram, oh my God, this is going to be hard, you guys. Oh, I didn't bring my blanket out. I knew something was missing. Here, I'll show you the pictures I posted on Instagram last night of the pups. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah. Walter doesn't really look a whole lot different. So here is Otis. I gotta put it on the square so you guys. There's Otis. Doesn't he look so cute? Everybody's saying he looks like Tucker, and Alex even said it. He was like, he looks just like Tucker. So I'm laying there in bed with them today, and Tucker used to do this. Boo Radley and Pee-Pee never did it. Well, Boo Radley would maybe sometimes do it, but Tucker would do this thing like that, and Otis did it today. I was like, oh my God, if he does this to Alex, Alex will die. He is the sweetest little baby. He is more like, his eyes are very like Shih Tzu though. Anyway. Also, my friend, that she has the sister, she had a picture. She said she didn't realize she had the picture. I should show you guys the picture. Okay. She has a picture of the 3 of them when they were like a day old, like feeding off the mother. And she sent it to me. Did I tell you guys that? This was like 3 days ago. No, because it would have been after I vlogged, because it was late at night. She's like, I didn't even know that I have this picture. When she originally found out about them, it kind of is real sad, because you can tell the dog's like in this like real dirty room and stuff like that. But she sent me the picture, so I have the 3 of them. They are so little. Here, I'll show you guys. It's like, you can see like, it's Walter and then their sister and then Otis. Where is the picture? Shoot. I swear to God, every picture that I have is from Sister Wives. Looking through my pictures. Aw, Steve the Squirrel. Guys, remember Steve the Squirrel? My stomach is growling. Dream a little dream of me. Little Walter, their sister, and Otis. Look at little Otis. Look at little Otis. So cute. Walter was bigger there than the rest of them. Anyway. So they're officially, I do know that they are legitimately littermate brothers. Anyway, oh, and I didn't show you Walter. Well, Walter doesn't look a whole lot different. But he looks like, his little pawpaws and everything looks so, he looks very handsome. He's very proud of himself. Okay. So here's Walter. I love them so much. And then you guys want to see them together? Okay. People were like, last night, they're like, they learned how to pose already. Look at them. Aren't they so sweet? I'm trying to put it, there's a square, and it'll focus in on the square. Anyway. Best friends and brothers, best friends and brothers, best friends and brothers, yes we are, yes we are. Okay. Let's get back to these comments. But thank you, Sherry, I appreciate it. Cookie Momster. Oh, I like that name. That's cute. Said, when I go to bed in the morning, I don't know why that always cracks everybody up. When I say it to Tawny Jean, she laughs about it. Okay. When you mention, when you wish upon a star. These are not warm at all. Okay, Linda? Listen, Susan. And you can't use them with the phone. When you mention watching Runaway, all I picture is a sexy Tom Selleck fighting evil robots that belong to Gene's. Well, that's not what it's about. But these are not working. No, ma'am. I need like a comment that's going to get me into a story or something. Okay. Oh, HDZ, girl, how are you? She's talking about the Christopher Watts case. The whole Watts case really hit me hard. Watched YouTube police video before the documentary and read the book with the group. And watched all the documentaries, liked it. I couldn't get enough, and somehow, well, that's how Mel is. Mel is like, she watches everything with that case. Like, I couldn't get enough, and somehow watching it felt like I was letting the kids and mom know that I'm with. Oh, I like that. Seeing a video about women writing him letters in prisons disgusts me. 100%. Like, what are you attracted to in that man? Like, that is, it makes me really sick to my stomach, too. That case, the Anthony case, 100%. That one, too. And John Bonet, all really hit home in my heart. They're all sad. Sean said, lazy, was cracking my shit up, LOL. In honor, I leave a single blue heart. You know why, Sean? Because you're lazy. Sally Wharton said, Peter Monn yells at his viewers. Exposed. Honey, I've been yelling at my viewers for years. Haven't you heard of that? Didn't you know? I have so much control in the world. The song is also in the Trolls movie. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's Simon and Garfunkel. I wonder if Simon and Garfunkel would love to know that the reference to their song is Trolls movies and Harlan Coben TV shows on Netflix. I at least can have one glove on, right? Okay. Listen, Annika, we don't care. We know our soundtracks, don't we, Annika? Okay. Peter yells at his viewers again. What'd Sally Wharton say? Why can't I read it? Okay. About how Alex uses Diva Curl. It's so funny how different people's hair responds. Well, I don't know if the one you're talking about, his is spelled D-E-V-A. You had D-I-V-A. So I don't know if it's the same one that you're talking about. She said, I have curly hair too, but stayed away from Diva Curl because of what people were saying about it. But his hair looks great. So who knows? I actually hate Native shampoo. I like it. It's okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of, to be honest with you, like, I like their products. But I bought so many of them. At this point, it's kind of like overkill. It did the weirdest thing to my curl pad. Oh, that's interesting. But I think you, and I know other people have said that they love the shampoo. Well, I mean, let's just, we ain't real worried about my hair. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm worried about any kind of curl pattern in my hair. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, if I was worried about that, like my husband's not using that Native shampoo. Oh no, not at all. Oh my God, my hands are so cold. Hey Peter, have you, I don't know what that is. Somebody asked me if I watched those movies. I don't know. Okay. Khalees said, I started watching, you get a shout out every video these days. I started watching Unlocked because of you, and I definitely understand the AO hype. Do we have the same type? Well, I don't really have a type. Hot, I guess. I don't know. Like, for me, God, there's just something about that man. I don't know. I hope he made it. I don't want to look him up until I've, like, because I look all these people up on reality shows. I don't want to look it up until I'm done with it. Leanne said, the funny thing is I actually watch the vlogs every morning when I'm being lazy before all my chores. Lazy! And she said, Matt, lazy! It's a joke, in case you didn't know. Lana said, Peter, my boyfriend was cracking up when I told him you called me lazy. Funny thing is, sometimes I am. Girl, we all are. All of us. So you totally called me out. Rude. You can never piss me off. It's good to laugh at yourself. Love you. I love you, Lana. Okay. Hey!
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great.
You're all bundled up. I didn't recognize you.
No, you're bundled. You're sitting out here in the freezing.
I know, it's so cold. You better stay warm.
Stay warm.
She's got one of the dogs, the sisters with the dogs. I love them so much. Her sister is my pool friend. Okay. Stacy said, I've been so tired lately that I haven't been turning on the vlog at bedtime. I'm always excited for the vlog in the morning. Girl, you better get back to them bedtime vlogs. Okay, Ash said, Blue Heart's lazy. I'm sorry I'm a little lazy today, too. Also, I'm naming one of my cat's toys Honey in honor of Honey the Land. I love that. Somebody said I need to come up with merch that says Honey the Land. Okay, that is directly a Sylvia Brown quote. Like, I can't just make merch with that. It's like back in the day, people would say, Peter, you need to make merch that says Hot Toddy. Okay, it's literally her name. I cannot make merch that says that. Dawn Marie, oh, she put 4 blue hearts, and she put lazy with crying emoji. I love that you guys, like, understood that it was a joke, because I was kind of worried that some people wouldn't get it. Okay. Marie said, love you, Peter. Hope you have a great bachelor weekend. Oh, thank you. If somebody's name is Laisel, first of all, I just want to say your corner of the internet is one. Oh, my God, I read this comment last night. This comment, is this the, maybe this is not the one. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Firstly, I just want to say your little corner of the internet is one of the only places I've been taking up. This comment meant so much to me. I read this earlier. Firstly, I just want to say your little corner of the internet is one of the only places I've been taking a part in lately with all of the chaos going on. So thank you for continuing to show up and sharing what you got going on day to day and never failing to make me smile. I also appreciate you talking about your books because I run a little online book club and I'm constantly writing down suggestions for future reads. We need a list of items you have in your bug out bag, or a bag as you so lovingly refer to a go bag, with all of your apocalypse expertise. It's almost, I should do that for a Peter Does Stuff video. It's almost your civic duty to let the vloggeritos know. Okay. Somebody said, Leafy Liz, oh, I like that name, here to leave a non-lazy comment. Mary said, I realize it may not be fashionable, but I think you would benefit from a pair of long johns when you're sitting outside and also for your walks. Okay, I don't wear them when I'm sitting outside, but on my walks, I bought that, what's it called? 30 degrees or whatever. I bought the long johns and the long sleeve shirts in medium because I wanted them tighter, and they work fantastically. I would really recommend those. Okay. Ocean Vibes. Hey, girl. She said, Peter, your winter weather is creeping down south. I'm on the Gulf Coast, and Burr is supposed to Snow late tomorrow night. Oh my Lord, honey, the land. You're the real MVP out there vlogging and freezing. You know it, I am. I'm freezing right now. Mary said espresso over coffee is an affogato. Okay, girl, you got in my head. And I so looked it up. And I don't know if you like mint over ice cream. But an affogato is espresso over ice cream. I looked it up last night. Because I was like, am I wrong about this? Because there's a scoop of ice cream on the front of that coffee box. Maybe there is an affogato that's just espresso over coffee, but the way I've always seen it is like over ice cream. In fact, I just watched this episode of Vera, and this is how I knew it. I remembered it to get the coffee at the store when I saw it, because she takes this kid to go get dessert, and he gets an affogato, and it's espresso over ice cream. Anyway, Miyamo, hey Miyamo! She said, hi, Peter and Vloggerinos. I wonder if Sweet D's name is Richard. No. Dirty-minded. But I love that you said that. Ocean Vibe said, I love hearing about all the skin and hair care faves. Aw, thank you. Okay. Oh, my God. Shelly said, Peter, LOL, I was just scrolling YouTube, minding my business on YouTube, and all of a sudden pops you holding a rare fire starter log. Oh my God, it's about time. I'm so excited that I started thinking, oh boy, I hope that fireplace works. Hashtag fellow Hoosier. So Shelly, I don't know if you made it this far in the vlog yesterday, but I talked about how I specifically got it because of you. What's so funny about you saying that about the thumbnail is I literally was thinking about, who says this on YouTube, that they think about certain people? I do though, like I specifically left the rest of it and the firewood in the garage, but I wanted to hold up one fire starter log because I was like, this is so for Shelly, because Shelly keeps on talking about this fire. I literally, when I was making the thumbnail, I thought of you when I was making the thumbnail. That is so hilarious. Manifest by the Sea said, lazy! Oh my God, I love this comment. Nicole said, I told someone at work yesterday to wiggle their toes when we were in a meeting and she lost her train of thought. She was confused. I said, I heard it from a really smart YouTuber. Hey Joanne. Joanne always emails me. She said, Peter, the boys look adorable. Yeah, here in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, AccuWeather said we were supposed to get snow squalls and bad winds. Absolutely nothing. Same. I'm over it. By the way, I wanted blizzard sounds and howling wind with music on the ambiance music, and there's like no channels. So I just turned it to the blizzard sounds. But before I came out here, I was upstairs in the bedroom with the dogs, and it's like, whoo, like these blizzard wind sounds. And they kept on like getting freaked out. They like kept on looking over the railing into the living room, like, what is that sound down there? So I had to change it to music inside. Florencia said, those puppies, I just can't. Their little faces. Okay. Cerberusu. Okay. I feel like I'm mispronouncing your name. Okay. I just want to say, first of all, I don't think I've ever mentioned you in a vlog. You have made specific videos just for me, and I really appreciate it. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Cerberusu. Okay. Let me know how to pronounce. I know you pronounced it in your own videos because I've seen them. If you've made a video about me, I've seen it. Like the ones you've made out there for me, I've watched them. They're very, very nice. People have tagged me in them and sent them to me. So thank you. You've said really, really nice things about me on your YouTube videos and how I've inspired you to think this way or whatever. You've made I think a video. The very first one was called like Dear Peter Monn or something. I just want to say thank you. Okay. I don't know that I've ever said that before and whatever. It means a lot to me. Number one, I want to say that. Number two, you comment on a lot of my videos, and one of the reasons why I have it is because I don't want to mispronounce your name, so please let me know how to pronounce your name in the comment section below. I actually, because I knew that I was going to read one of your comments today because of something I want to say, I was going in and I was trying to find your video. It's like one of your first videos where you like say your name, and I was like, I know he says his name at the beginning of one of his videos, and I can't remember how he says it. Okay, have we met before? I'm just going to throw out there how I feel like we've met. Okay, did I meet you and a family member in Mexico, just like randomly? I feel like I talked to you, like, in Mexico. Like, you look so familiar to me, and I'm like, anyway, the timing of, like, when you started making videos and when I would have met you would have connected. Like, and I was like, anyway, I know it's just, like, random out there, but you look so familiar to me. If it's not that, I even asked my husband. I was like, doesn't he look so familiar? And he's like, he really does. So anyway, just let me know in the comment section below. Or you can email me or DM me or something like that. But thank you so much. And no, I'm not going to watch Coraline. Your movie suggestion was Coraline. My husband loves that movie. I think I've seen it once or twice. I actually have the book by Neil Gaiman, and I've never read it. Okay. Laura! Okay, Laura said, Peter is doing roll call. Lazy! My mother-in-law just texted me. Oh, here it is. Trish said, love you, Peter. Make some merch with Honey the Lane. I would love to, Trish. But unfortunately, Sylvia Brown, she owns it. I can't do it. Yeah, Julia's Life said, we need photographic evidence of the fire, Peter, LOL. Okay, I gotta call my mother. She's trying to be funny. I gotta call her. Alex's grandma is over there, and she's trying to tell me this funny story. Okay, I will take photographic evidence if I make a fire. We might wait till next weekend. But if I do, I will take photographic evidence and I will show it to you tomorrow and I will put it up in my vlog. Oh my God, my hands are so cold. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing, I am so cold. I hope you're having a magically amazing Saturday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys. Stay warm and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Lazy!